right, we are live and direct. New Money Live. New money just means new possibilities. We're here with Mr. James Buford. This is going to be amazing, y'all. Definitely tap in, definitely share this. And special shout out to Tiffany Parker of Parker Solutions as well. She's really an amazing person. So definitely tap in with her if you're seeing this. But yeah, we're gonna get to learn a little bit about this gentleman right here. You'll understand why he's up here. First of all, my name is Jerry Goins. Before we get started, I just want to introduce myself. I am here with an astounding team of individuals and entrepreneurs from all over the country. We focus on helping people get the better credit that they need, focus on helping people get access to the capital and the money that they need so that they can really go out here and achieve their dreams. Okay. So right here, we have this amazing gentleman, Mr. James Buford. Matter of fact, I just want, if you in the comment section, just say, shout out to James or welcome James. Here we go. He's live. He's here. Let's get to know what's going on with him. All right. So we got a few questions here for you, man. First of all, thank you so much for attending and getting on here. What's your name? Where you from? Where you live now? And let's get into it.
Yeah. So again, thank you for inviting me to be on this platform and on this stage. I really appreciate the opportunity. My name is James Bufford Jr., aka JBJ. That's why you get the James Bufford Jr., aka JBJ. That's me. That's my radio name. I do radio right now here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I grew up in Brown Deer, Wisconsin, but Milwaukee and Brown Deer. Milwaukee is a small suburb of Brown Deer is a small suburb of Milwaukee, and so that's where I grew up. That's my hometown. I love it. Milwaukee, home of the Milwaukee Bucks. We do some great things here, so I love it. We do more than just beer and cheese too. So
okay. So shout out to everybody that's representing Milwaukee. So that's amazing, man. I really do appreciate you being on here, and shout out to everybody that's in the area. Y'all definitely support James. You know what I'm saying? He's representing y'all, so he's putting on for the city. So what do you like to do for fun, my man?
So what I like to do for fun is I like to play music. So I'm a musician. I've been playing for some years, and so I play piano. And I just like to play piano, and then listening to new music. So one of the things since I started working in radio about 3 years ago, one of the things that I really enjoy now is just discovering, finding new music to listen to. I work for a gospel station, and just finding new music has been one of my joys because there's some gems out here as far as music, and so I just love finding new music.
Okay, now you don't have to hit me up with one of these new tracks that you found. Go ahead and let the people know something, man.
There's this group, and the people may have know about them already, but I discovered them called Red Hens. REDHANDS. Red Hens. They're like this Earth, Wind, and Fire vibe. They're musicians, but their music is so fire. So I love Todd Tribbett. And so
yeah, that's my guy.
Right? Todd Tribbett dope. So they redid his song, and that's how I was introduced to them. They redid a song called No Way I Can Make It Without You. And their vibe is very soulful, very vibey. So that's one of my favorite bands that I found and just discovering the music. Like I love them. They cold. Shout out to Red Hands if you listening.
Red Hands, listen, y'all need to send James a demo.
Oh.
Listen,
what happened?
You were dropping so much fire, man. I think the whole system just glitched,
Just glitched. So, yeah.
But we still alive, I do believe. So we up in we'll keep it rolling.
All right.
So Red Hands. I guess because they hot.
That's why they red.
Red hot.
Or they covered in the blood. One of those two. You never know.
Oh, so it is a gospel group.
It is a gospel group. Yeah.
Oh, come on, let's get it. I'm definitely looking it up because I got my Spotify rhythm and praise list ready. I'm definitely gonna look them up right after this. Shout out to Spotify. I'll need to pay me as well. Anyway, uh, so what's something that you were taught about money growing up?
Very little about money. I was taught, work hard and save money. I wish I'd been taught more about um, how to manage credit, how to keep credit, how credit could just take you so much further. And so those are one of the things I wish I would have learned, but I just learned to work hard, save your money, and then put it in the 401k. And then when you get to the age of retirement, you just retire, and then you live off of that. You know what I mean? That's kind of what it was not a lot that I learned about money,
Gotcha.
which is
What's something
which
that
is
you
what
would? Yeah.
which is what put me on this journey because to discovering what I know now has changed my trajectory, and I understand that there's more people out there like me, right? And for them to get the information, I think it just helped them out so much.
For sure, for sure. That sounds like that's kind of like my situation as well. You know, so when I got to college, right? Like, what do you want to study? And I was just like, man, I don't know. Let me study something I don't know a lot about. Let me get
Okay.
into it. And so I studied finance. I
Mhm.
know a lot about money, so I know exactly what you're talking about. That's we got to dive into things that we weren't taught so we can add value to our generation. It's no
Mhm.
sense just passing on what our parents told us and only that. Why don't we pass on what our parents told us on top of what we were able to learn? So that's
And
awesome.
that's what I found out. That's what a generational curse is. A generational curse is an unresolved issue that keeps
Uh,
passing on and on. No one took the time out to correct it, and so it just keeps passing on and on. Bad habits, just generational curses.
so tell us something you would tell yourself as a youngster.
Fix your credit, maintain your credit. Like I would have, like if I know what knew then what I know now, how that is important, not only from just a personal standpoint, but it's actually a receipt. Your credit is a receipt of what you do in life, and I started looking at it different. You know, I I remember I got sick a couple of months ago, not a couple of months ago, about a year ago, and I had to go to the hospital, and the doctor was like, your A1C was high, right? And I was like, why is it so high? But how are you able to see my history? Because they can literally see how long it's been high because your A1C is a receipt of the 90 days of your life. And that's
Wow.
kind of how your credit is. It's a receipt of the 90 days of how you've been paying. If it's out of whack, your finances is unhealthy. So it's one of those things that just helped me to understand like you need to get this straight. You need to get this straight because this is how people are viewing you. You're supposed to be a believer, but this is how people are viewing you.
Wow. I'm blown away by that analogy. That's so true. It's like your credit history gives you a snapshot today of what your last 7 years is really like. So, man, I never put that together with the A1C levels and your health. That's a good determination of what you've been doing over the last 90 days. That's profound, man. That's some people would be like,
Well, and there's a journey that led me to this point because the Bible says that I wish above all that you prosper and be in good health, right?
mm,
So I'm sorry, I'm a preacher too. I'm sorry, I'm a
no,
pastor.
bring the word, bro. Let's go.
And so that whole prosper and be in good health. I was talking to a Jewish brother of mine, and as we were talking, he was like, "See, a lot of people think that those are two separate things. That you either should prosper or you should be in good health." He says that they go hand in hand. The fact that you're prospering, you should be in good health, and vice versa. If you're in good health, then you should be prospering. They go hand in hand. And so that started me thinking like my health needs to match how my book. And if your health is bad, more than likely your credit is bad. They go hand
Let's
in hand.
go.
You know what
Yo, that's you just dropping bars. I hope y'all are picking this up. I hope you're getting value just from this interview. This is just getting to know James, and you can already tell not only does he have the word in him, not only does he have this knowledge about finances, but he's willing to share it. A lot of people, they get this information and they gatekeepers for the information because they just want themselves to be able to benefit from it. So I think that that's really amazing. Let's get another financial tip out of you that you would like give to somebody right now.
Um, I would tell someone to save, right? Because the other thing that hurts us is not having money for a rainy day. Anything can happen. So while you're making money, you should also be putting some aside for days where emergencies happen. You could be laid off for 6 to 7 months or years, right? But if you have a nest egg saved up, then you can always, at least until you get back on your feet, go to those reserves.
Facts. Wow, that's good, man. That's good. So, we just got one more question, man. Like, what are you up to now? And, how does it change the world? Go ahead and let people know because, for some people, they're just now getting to know you. They're just seeing you. And
Right.
for family and friends that know you already, maybe they haven't tapped in with you. But let everybody know exactly what you're doing and how it changed the world, bro.
So I pastor an amazing church in Milwaukee called Reveal Church, and I love that church. And so we're just rethinking church, right? And part of that is why I'm on this journey. I feel like I'm gonna apologize not for what I'm gonna say, but how it makes you feel first, okay? Be- because I rethought how church I think the church is. Like we do a lot of stuff that I think does not do the body well. And so now this is just my conviction. I feel like that that God wants us and He sees us to have good finances, right? To be in good health, like we were talking about. So those are the two journeys that I'm on at my church. Is that we don't do things in the traditional type of way. We have service, but I'm really focusing on and really pushing on helping people to get their credit together, helping people to get their finances together. If they want to start a business, helping them get the business started, trying to help them find the funding for that business so they can get there. You know what I'm saying? Like all those things, because I feel like that a church that has their credit together. Now, here's the kicker: if a church that has their credit together, when there's a need that arises, you can get up one Sunday and say, "Hey, we need to help this person get out of debt, or we need to help this person because they don't have no place to stay." And the whole church, because they're all doing well, can say, "All right, here go 5,000, here goes 10,000, here go 1,000," and we can really be the church that affects the change in the community and in the world. That's what I'm trying to build.
Man,
That's what I want to build.
listen. Man, that's you got me hype over here, man. You got me hype because like growing up, I grew up in Jacksonville, North Carolina, and my granny had me in the church. Granny led the choir. She went on to become an evangelist herself. But it was like to see people struggling after
Mm,
church.
come
They,
on.
they they go to church and they get a spiritual healing, a spiritual
Right.
cleansing, but then they go home to debt and poverty. And we know now that poverty is a curse. Poverty is a generational curse as well.
It's a curse.
And it's one that we can't seem to pray away in itself. There has to be actionable steps mixed in with the faith to be able to get out of this cycle of debt, this cycle of poverty, and just a lack of access to capital.
Hmm.
So you're absolutely right. We can't just pray for the blessing because God knows, like, if I give you this $100,000, all you
You're gonna
gonna do?
blow it.
Come on, man. I can't
Yeah.
listen. You're not in part. Look, let me get. Let me. Oh, this just came to me. Listen, you're not in
Hmm.
poverty for a lack of flow of money into your
Come
family
on.
tree.
That's right.
The money's there. The money been there. The money came and went multiple times over.
That's right.
Granny had $100,000 in equity in her house. Great great grandma had a $500,000 farm. great grandma had. Well, I only go back three generations because my great grandmother was born into slavery. So I ain't going back too far. But
Right.
the fact of the matter is, there was business, enterprise, real estate, all up and down your family tree. But where's it
That's
at
right.
today?
That's right. That's right. And that's what James picks it up and he says, faith without works is dead. I mean, you can believe all you want to, but if you ain't gonna work for it,
Mm,
and see, we and that's the dilemma. Is we think that we just gotta have faith in God, and you should, but you also have to have the works behind it. You can say you want to diet all you want to, but if you don't stop eating or change your habits, you're still gonna find yourself a year, 2, 3 years later saying, "I'm gonna diet. One day I'm gonna start dieting."
right. That's
Yeah,
listen. That's I feel like we gave the people a lot. So let's go ahead and wrap this up here.
yeah.
Let's just go ahead and invite anything coming up.
Yeah. So I'm starting a new venture, and I want you all to come on board with me and help me out. Let's work this thing together. Again, it's going to be amazing. I'm glad that I linked up with you, Jerry, because you have been very, very inspirational. And I think that the journey that we're going to be on is going to be beneficial to you. So be on the lookout. I got some amazing things coming.
Awesome, man. Hey, look, it's been real kicking it with you. Listen, we're gonna do some amazing things. I already know it.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
everybody tap in. He's gonna be sharing a link with you all, inviting
Mhm.
you to this soft launch. And I just want y'all to come check it out. Come check it out, see exactly what he's gonna be all about this Friday. What is it, the 27th?
The 27th, yeah, this Friday. Oh, yeah, I
Okay.
forgot to tell you the date. This Friday. This Friday. Be back here. I got a big announcement.
Awesome, man. All right, let's go ahead and get up out of here, man. I look forward to it. We're gonna be changing lives, changing communities,
Come
changing
on.
pockets.
Come
Okay.
on.
And we're gonna raise the credit scores. We're gonna be raising home ownership. We're gonna be
Come
closing
on.
the wealth gap by
Come on.
closing that ownership gap. The more we are able to own, the more we're able to attain wealth, and this is gonna be an amazing thing. So just shout out to you, sir, and let's go ahead and get it. I'll see you on the
Get it.
inside, y'all.
Yes, sir.
All right, peace.
Yeah.